When Angel's daughter was 4 months old, she was taken to the hospital because her leg was swollen. It was there that doctors discovered the child not only had a fracture to her tibia, but also numerous other fractures that were still healing. Authorities then took both of Angela's daughters out of her custody and are currently trying to terminate her rights completely. But Angela's here with her grandmother, Leona, to clear her name and get her kids back. Take a look.
I only get to see my daughters for once a week for an hour, and every time I go see them, my oldest wants to go home with me, but I tell her I can't take her with me because not right now. I tell her that one of these days you'll go home with mommy. One day, okay, let mommy get things situated and you'll go home with mommy. And she looks at me and cries, and I want to cry so bad with her, but I try not to. I want to show her that mommy's strong so she can be strong with mommy. One day after I came home, I had one of my family members drop off one of my daughters home to me. I noticed her leg was swollen. I put a warm compress on her leg and I put her down for bed. And when I got up the next morning, it didn't get better, so I just took her to the hospital. First, they found a fracture in my daughter's left tibia. And then they did a whole body scan. They said that her arms, her legs were healing fractures, and I didn't know how it happened. And they said it must have been child abuse. The doctor said the fracture was 10 days old. I didn't notice it. They took both of my children from me, and I told them, okay. I told them, I don't know how it happened. I don't know how it happened. I told them every time they talked to them, and I don't know how it happened. They told me I gotta go to court. And then they was trying to say that I could put them up for adoption. That really hurt me a lot. I'm really close to my grandma. She's been trying to help me get my girls back, but I'm having really tough time because they're trying to terminate my rights. My grandma, she knows in her heart that I didn't do it. My grandma, she went with me to see the girls one week, and she saw them, and she seen how my daughter reacted when I was around, and she knows that the girls misses me a lot. And I told grandma that one day we'll get them back here, okay, grandma? One day we'll get them back in my home, and we'll just give them lots of lovings and kisses, you know, and have fun. I'm hoping for that to happen. When that day happens, I'm gonna be thankful.
Steve, I know my granddaughter is innocent. I know in my heart and in my gut. We just have to prove that she's innocent.
And the oldest daughter didn't have any injuries, right?
That is correct. They did a full body scan on both the girls. The older daughter had absolutely no signs of any injury, of any broken bones or anything. It was only the younger one.
How old is the one with the fractures?
Now she is approximately 7 months old.
Okay. So it's obviously that she's not causing injuries by running, jumping, falling, right?
Correct.
So somebody is abusing this child.
Yes.
Right.
I know only what I was told, that she was taken to the babysitters and brought home that way.
So somebody caused these injuries?
Yes, either on purpose or by accident.
Your granddaughter's here. She's taking a lie detector test. If she passes, do you believe that this might help her get her kids back?
Yes, I hope so, Steve. I really do.
Well, let's meet your granddaughter, Angel.
I will never hurt my granddaughter. Grandma, I will never hurt my kids, you know? I love them very much. They're my everything, you know?
Angel, in my heart and in my stomach, in my gut, I don't think you did this, but I'm telling you this. If you did, myself, I will go to the police department and have you arrested and put you in jail because she did not deserve none of it.
And I understand that.
None of it at all.
I understand, Grandma, but I would never put my hands on my kids. I love them. I love them very much, Grandma. I do.
4 months old at the time when she was injured. Do you have any explanation why she would suffer so many fractures in her leg?
Honestly, Steve, I don't have no explanation. I work full time, and I let my youngest go to my family member house, and after like a couple days later, they brought her home, and I noticed her leg was swollen. I thought to myself just to take her to the hospital, because why not? I'm not guilty of nothing. I mean, this is my baby.
She had other fractures in her leg in different stages of healing.
Steve, it was on her arms, her legs. They was telling me multiple fractures.
Oh, so she had fractures in her arms too?
Yes, that's what they told me. I was like, I was surprised. I was shocked. I was like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to call.
You didn't cause the injuries?
No.
You didn't drop the baby?
No.
Roll over the baby?
No.
Nothing like that, right?
No.
Ever shake her, hit her?
No.
I mean, there'd be no reason to hit this baby,
No,
right?
there's no reason to hit no kid.
Especially 4 months old.
No. I don't even hurt a fly.
Have you ever seen anybody hurt your child?
No.
Now it's, you know, almost 6 months later. What's that like how often do you get to see your kids?
I see them once a week on Tuesdays for an hour, and that was it. But I want them to know that I love them dearly, and I will not hurt them at all. I'm sorry, Steve. This is like the hard thing to talk about because it hurts me every day. I try not to think about it because it hurts me so much inside.
When they tell you that they're trying to terminate your parental rights for good, I mean, I can't imagine that. That'd be worse than a death sentence.
It hurts, Steve. It really does. It really hurts me. It hurts my heart. It hurts
and when they
everything.
tell you that they want to terminate your rights permanently, what are you thinking?
How can I tell them don't do it? Like, can I prove this to them? I didn't do it.
And you're doing everything you can to get your kids
Yes,
back?
yes.
And you're not doing drugs or
No.
anything like that?
Steve, everything that she's doing is what we put together because they didn't even offer her a reunification or a case plan to even try to put her back.
I don't know if you have any more answers than her. What do you think is the driving force for them to say, hey, not only are we taking the kids out of your custody, we're thinking about terminating the mother's rights forever?
Because she is the primary caregiver, and her not knowing the answer, I think they're looking at her as being responsible for.
Were you aware
this.
that the child had fractures in its arms and legs?
No, not until I read the paperwork. I was only told of the one
To me,
spiral.
it sounds like somebody picked this baby up and dropped it.
Yeah.
Okay. Angel, you've been without your kids for 6 months now.
Yes.
So you came here and you took a lie detector test, and we asked you, did you ever strike your youngest daughter, leaving marks or bruises? You answered no. Did you cause any of your youngest daughter's bone fractures?
No.
You answered no. And the results for your lie detector test is that you told the truth.
I told you.
I can't imagine facing a threat of having your kids taken away permanently. That to me is one of the worst things that can happen to a parent. What I would do is I would really try to go home and figure this out, find out who's responsible, because I'm sure your little girls want their mother back and their grandmother. So good luck to you, and if there's anything we can do to assist you, let us know.
All right, thank you,
Thank
Steve.
you, Steve.
I appreciate your time.